The salary is substantial, the lifestyle appears secure, yet a quiet, persistent anxiety hums beneath the surface of every month. The fear of a misstep, the gnawing sense that it could all vanish, remains as vivid as it was when you had far less. This is the experience of precarious prosperity, where high income does not translate to the feeling of stability, because stability was never really about the number in your account. This disconnect exists because we often confuse income with foundation. Income is a flow, a current. Stability is the riverbed beneath it. One is about movement, the other is about structure. A high flow can even feel more terrifying if you believe the bed beneath is fragile or missing altogether. The anxiety you feel is the psychological difference between earning a lot and feeling fundamentally secure. The first is an economic fact. The second is an emotional state built on trust, predictability, and a sense of safety that money alone cannot manufacture. For many, this stems from a narrative of contingency. The high income is often psychologically linked to extreme performance, relentless availability, or the approval of a single client or employer. Your financial well-being feels conditional, tethered to your ability to maintain a punishing pace or to please an external entity. In this framework, money is not a resource you have. It is a reward you must continuously earn, and which can be taken away. The stability feels missing because it is. You have built your financial life on the volatile ground of perfect execution, not on the solid ground of intrinsic worth or diversified emotional equity. There is also the phenomenon of the shifting baseline. As income rises, the world of perceived necessities often expands to meet it. More complex financial obligations, a higher-cost lifestyle, and new social circles can create a hidden rigidity. You have more, but you also need more simply to maintain your new normal. This creates a fragility that lower, simpler expenses did not. The anxiety is the subconscious awareness of this tightened wire you now walk. The higher you are, the more visible the potential fall becomes, not less. Your sense of stability hasn't grown. Its definition has just become more expensive and demanding. If these hidden patterns feel familiar, you might find value in subscribing to SciMoneyX. We explore the unconscious narratives that shape your financial reality. This feeling is frequently rooted in identity. When your self-concept is fused with your professional output and the income it generates, any threat to your finances becomes a threat to your very self. Stability feels missing because your identity is provisional. It is re-earned with every paycheck. You cannot feel the deep security of simply being when your worth is tied to doing at such a high financial pitch. The money becomes proof of your validity, and proof is always something that can be challenged or lost. This turns financial fluctuations into existential crises. Furthermore, a high income can sometimes amplify a deep-seated fear of being found out. The higher the external marker of success, the louder the internal whisper of imposter syndrome can become. You may harbor a private belief that this level of earning is a fluke, an error that will be corrected. The anticipation of this correction, this expected return to a truer, lower state, makes it impossible to settle into the present reality. You feel unstable because you are waiting for the other shoe to drop, for the world to align with your private sense of unworthiness. The money is here, but your psychological permission to rely on is absent. Ultimately, the quest for stability is often a search for a feeling that predates money. It is the feeling of being held, of being safe regardless of performance. Money can provide the conditions for safety, but it cannot generate the feeling itself if your internal world is organized around anticipation of loss. The high income becomes a spotlight, illuminating the very insecurity it was supposed to solve. So the uncomfortable reflection is this. Your stability feels missing because you have been looking for it in your income statement, when it was always a quality of your nervous system. You have been trying to build a fortress with bricks of cash, while leaving the gate, your sense of inherent safety and worth, unguarded and unlocked. The persistent anxiety is not a financial warning signal. It is an emotional truth, telling you that you have constructed a magnificent career, but have not yet given yourself the permission to inhabit a stable life.